Hey everyone, this is Flippin' Omen again, and this is another one of my PS3 gaming vlog videos, and today I'll be doing a video review of Army of Two. Is it worth your money to fight for, or is it just another one of those EA games you just might want to rent? Find out.
It's just no good anymore. It's just no good anymore. What is the yes? What is the yes? What is the yes? Not for that to ever do. Rated M for mature.
Now, Army of Two is a third-person shooter game made by EA. The game is primarily based on co-op, so you can either play co-op with either your friends beside you or online, which is actually pretty cool. But it's a standard thing amongst other things. But still, it's nice to have that feature. Now the game is broken up into what? Literally, the game is the single-player campaign, even though some segments of it is pretty cool, especially when you're on an aircraft carrier that's sinking and you gotta find a way to get off it. It just felt way too short for me. You can play it through in one day. Not even one day, just a few hours, you're already done. If you're playing with a friend, it would be a lot faster too. So the game is short. There's only like a handful of missions, literally, and from what I can see from the trailers, supposedly probably they had other missions in mind to play, but probably didn't make the cut. And with the delay of this game, especially, it's kind of sad. It's kind of a sad excuse. Like, you only get like few missions for the campaign mode, and still, like, from the trailers I'll be seeing, like, supposedly there was like another level more missions to play because of all these cutscenes that weren't even used. So yeah, but overall the campaign does have its perks. The gameplay, again, is based on co-op. There is this interesting aggro meter where if you're causing more damage than your friend, or you have the bigger gun just firing everywhere, you're gonna have the aggro. It's like it's like a MMORPG thing. Like, if you're doing more damage and you got the bigger guns, everyone's gonna start firing at you, and your teammate could do stuff. Could go around them and kill them a lot easier. So that's a cool thing. And the game kind of reminds me kind of like Gears of War a bit, like how it all plays out. But I'm not saying it's like Gears of War. I'm just saying it's kind of like Gears of War. There's some elements in it that are kind of Gears-ish. Well, like, you can't not directly like hump onto cover. You can go behind cover and like kind of like, if you're in a certain position, you can kind of have your arms blind firing. So it's kind of like a kill switch, Gears of War, Uncharted type thing going on. But oh well. Multiplayer side does have some replay value in it for up to 4-player multiplayer, 2 versus 2 mainly, and you get a variety of missions as well, which includes actually versus Warzone, Extraction, and Bounties. The basic name of the game is complete your mission and earn pay. Now, the game does have some of its downsides. Other than the fact that it has a short campaign with only 6 missions long, that can be beaten like within a few hours faster with a friend. There is some bugs and glitches in the game that I've noticed. The AI is somewhat stupid sometimes, and if you're playing by yourself, your friendly AI could either drag you to an area, like drag to heal you, but go through like one of the worst situations ever, just going through like under heavy fire. He can go through instead of like the lighter, more safer route. Sometimes your friendly AI would not even heal you at all. He'll just sit there and fight and forget about you. There's also been some things here and there where my AI friend got stuck, and that kind of annoyed me a bit. Other moments in the game that kind of annoyed me is the online multiplayer. Every game I played so far is lagging. Like, I can feel the lag. It's kind of bad because the aiming to this game could be a bit better because you gotta get used to it. The one thing I never really even thought of, that's actually even a huge surprise to me, is like, they never, on the online multiplayer, there's some drivable vehicles, but they never really tell you the controls for it. Like, the manual is so thin, it basically tells you, okay, this is like aggro, this is your weapons, this is how much you can have, your missions, your inventory, and your online features. That is it. It doesn't tell you the controls at all, which kind of sucks when you're doing this. It also doesn't really elaborate on like the online multiplayer feature, like you can upgrade your weapons, but you need to find a supply crate on the field instead of like pushing a button and flying, which could have been nice instead of going up to the supply crate, kind of like forcing yourself to be in a certain situation where someone could just easily go up to you instead of spawning, instantly add a menu, upgrade, you're good. So yeah, I kind of didn't like that. There's some, even though the single player campaign is a bit short, it does have some good elements of play, and the personality between the two characters of Salem and Rios is pretty fun. The cutscenes are also engaging and help you get through the storyline, while in-game scenes helps as well. The multiplayer side does add some replay value, but the game does fall short. With only six missions to play, and somewhat AI issues, and like I kind of have the uncanny feeling this game was still rushed even with the delay, because since I've been looking at the cutscenes again and some of the gameplay, and some stuff that was in those trailers never actually made it to the full game. So it was kind of actually a surprise for me that what if EA put more time into this and not did a whole rush thing. Multiplayer side, there are some lag issues that I have a bit of a problem of, and overall gameplay, the aiming is a bit awkward sometimes to aim, but overall it's a pretty decent game if you want to rent or play with a friend, which I highly recommend. It's just something to, like, you and your buddies to sit down and play together through campaign or play together through online mode, either through online on, the PlayStation Network. Sorry for messing up, why not? So, I give Army of Two a 3 out of 5.
How you like that, Pop?
That's it, man. After this is over, I'm never working with you again.